Yep, yep, we have it. We have it. Beautiful! You love to see it, mate! Oh, this has reach! Who cares? Yo, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for checking out the video. So I have a Boros list that's pretty straightforward in its approach, and I do have to admit, I definitely, I called a card overrated during preview season, which was United Battlefront. I mean, I knew it was going to be good. Overrated means it's good. Just, I thought that the hype behind it was a little too much. But then, yeah, one person in the comments did point out Simulacrum Synthesizer, which is a little insane in that deck, but I also think it's really, really good here in the Boros package, which is where my mind went to first. Because we do have a lot of really good 3-drops. Actually, so many for this approach that it was hard to choose what to fit in. I do have a sideboard, too, for you best of 3 players. That is pretty typical and pretty, just kind of more copies of what we're already playing. But notably, I do have a full throttle down here, which is super cool with something like this, especially with your forge tokens, right? Making more forge tokens. So that's cute. But let's get into the actual deck here. So, right, you want to get to this, but you do have a lot of early sort of board presence, and we are playing more like removal than I think some of these approaches have. Like, we have 3 Sheltered by Ghosts, 1 Ossification, which is great, but it can't hit everything, but it does hit Planeswalkers too, which is great. You do need a basic land, by the way, which has came up, even came up in the video. 2 Dusk Rose Reliquaries, which is great, because we do have a lot of, like, little tokens, so we, don't mind that. And you don't even have to sacrifice something when you hit it with your United Battlefront. But, of course, this can be sacrificed to your Caretaker, another very, very important card, especially with the Scry, getting 2 tokens out of it. A little bit of life gain as well if you do that. But you can also just sacrifice it to your Torch to the Towers, which is really, really good. So, hugely like those interactions with those 1-drops. And then as far as just tokens in the 1-drop slot, we have Nesting Bot, so that you can block with it. When it dies, right, you'll draw a card with your Caretaker's Talent, right? So you'll feel pretty good about that, especially when it's on their turn and you drew a card on your turn as well. So two a rotation, right? This is also really good because this is also sort of a removal spell. Even though typically you don't do that, but it will trigger your Caretakers and all of that. So, yeah, good amount of interaction and removal here. Now, of course, the 3-drops, right? So, Warleader's Call is going to do a whole bunch of damage over the course of the game. It really, really is. And while you just get that little bit of buff, so your 1/1s are now 2/2s, is a huge difference, because then you can, like, double block with your small guys and stuff, so that you don't instantly die to more aggressive decks and stuff. So, obviously, really, really good. And then we do have 1 Windcrag Siege in here, which is really nice. Yeah, the attack trigger, now you're not really going to choose that. You're just going to choose the lifelink haste pretty much every time, because, yeah, that is pretty important, and that guy can sort of keep you alive in a way. We do have a little bit of life gain with Shelter by Ghost if that guy ever does get to connect, which is kind of cool, so you don't instantly die. But again, you have your Forge, right? You have your Forge, which Caretakers loves, which is good. But I did actually fit in a 3 Blind Mice, because I think this is actually really, really good, because it is, it's, 3 tokens, essentially, 3 triggers of drawing cards, and then actually that +1/+1 at the end can be really, really nice, especially when you combo it with something like Elspeth, which is rounding out our curve here, because, like, say that triggers and you put a counter on all your guys, and you have a Warleader's Call, buffing them up. They're all like 4/4s with flying, which is pretty good. This is also another instance of removal, token generation, and all that. Now we do have another Caretaker's Talent in the sideboard, which is notable. I'll just go over it right now for the best 3 players, but also just ideas for anyone. This is also really important, the 4-mana Elspeth, because sometimes the flying can be that last little bit of damage that you really, really need. So I thought about putting this in the main list, but I actually wanted to sneak in a Might Overseer, because I do think, like, First Strike, especially on, like, your Forge token, is pretty sick. And also it does have a creature generation thing. So, because United Battlefront can't hit, like, Elspeth anyway, but I do think the flying is probably better, so you could easily sideboard this out, because I don't think many people have this anyway. So, more people will have this, so you could do that. But yeah, you have your shocking sharpshooters, because this will sort of pair nicely with your Warleader's Call, while being also just a creature in and of itself, which is good, because we have no 2-drop creatures. The only other card that makes creatures in the 2-drop slot would be Frontline Rush, by the way, which could be good as well for like on your forge tokens, trampling over for hella damage, but also just 2 guys, which is cool. You have 3 more ossifications for those matchups when you're just like, okay, they have like so many creatures. We just gotta hit everything here. But you do need a basic land, so that is something to consider. You also have get lost for when instant speed is more relevant, and also enchantments, right? So that's good. 2 more Dusk Roses, yeah. 1 more Torch the Tower, yeah. And that's kind of it. Other than Full Throttle, yeah, which is a little overkill, but it is like gonna probably end the game. And sometimes like you will flood. So if you think you're gonna go into like a longer matchup, you can sideboard in your Elspeths, right? Your Full Throttles, maybe a couple more removals for the longer type of matchups. Because typically this deck, it can't win like right away because the forge tokens do need to grow. You do need to start, getting wider and wider and wider, and then it's kind of like a mid-game ending moment with like Elspeth, right? Which is pretty good. The last card I actually missed is Chainsaw, which is also kind of cool. Another removal, which could, again, go on to a big flyer, potentially, which could be good, or also just your forge token. So there's a lot of like ways, either with flying or trample. But really, if you're going to try to go the flying routes, you sideboard this in. So just something to consider. And also Fountainport, just 1, because sometimes you do, the mana could matter not having a white or a red untapped in the early curve, because you want to curve out very nicely. So I think just 1, but you could play more. And another really notable card is, of course, Bivouac, which has probably been the best creature land from this set that I do think matters quite a bit. It's also really, really nice. Again, putting that flying token, like you make this, right? You go to combat, you give it a counter, gives it flying, so you're not going to lose your land. He's also going to swing, make one of your other guys bigger. It's just really good. So Elspeth is, of course, a really good finisher. But yeah, United Battlefront's the main focus. We only casted a few times, I think. Yeah, a few times in the video. And unfortunately, like sometimes you'll just hit like a carrot cake, but you'll also hit like a Shelter by Ghost sometimes, which could make a big difference. So it's really nice to be able to hit removal as well as creature, or your good 3-drop enchantments and stuff with this. So it can be a huge blowout. There is some variety to it, or variance, right? So anyway, pretty straightforward deck. So I hope you enjoy. Much love. Thank you for all the supports. Go check out, if you haven't seen the Infinite Meringue River Regents interaction with Invasion of Arcavios, go check out my last deck tech. That'd be cool, because that video did like worse than any video I've released recently. Like the analytics are horrible for some reason, and I'm like, but this is an infinite combo. Like, if anything, I thought this one would do good. I don't know. Like, YouTube's kind of weird, but I think people just know about it. But I'm not sure people have even incorporated the Invasion of Arcavios, because I don't think many people remember that. So, but yeah, infinite dragons, literally, with Season of Discovery. You copy your Meringue, you bounce your Arcavios, you get your Season of Weaving, Meringue, Arcavios, Season of Weaving. There's also other niche interactions that I talk about. So if you're interested, that'd be really cool. But all right, guys, see you in the gameplay for checking that out, or not. See you in the next video, hopefully. Have a great day. Don't forget to like it, subscribe if you're really cool, and I'll see you around town. All right, thanks for checking out the gameplay. Let's get a dub with our Boros nonsense here. United Battlefront, I guess we're calling it. Market Nomi. We'll lead with the tap land. We do have a Surveil as well. We'll wait for that. So typically, yeah, you just hit him with the carrot cake. This is actually good. We will keep that here, because I imagine they're doing some sort of affinity stuff. And you can also use that to pop your carrot cake, which I didn't even realize. So actually, someone pointed that out in the comments. So thanks. If you're watching, you know who you are. Well, I guess I realized that at one point, but just didn't follow through very well, did I? Let's see if this gets countered. It does not. So we bargain. And we sacrifice this. Lovely. Now, yeah, we'll just keep going deeper, honestly. That could be good. I suppose we'll keep that there. We do want to find the United Battlefront to show that off, but I think... Alright, yeah, just keep the aggression on if you can. And that's sort of the deal closer once we actually hit that, right? So I think you get your forge down so it starts to get larger, and then you caretakers, right? Makes a lot of sense to me. What the hell is this? I didn't even look at it. Interesting. So it has like a filter +1, so card advantage once you have max speed, but you have to sacrifice the artifact to do that. Wow. That's not very good. Synthesizer though, so a little bit scary, mate. A little bit. So in this case, I suppose I should have put it on the bunnies, but we need to hit that. Let's just do this, I suppose. And yeah, you just keep the aggression on. We don't want him to get those tokens, and we actually like low-key have the dub. Especially given this just got larger, which could matter. Ah. And they had the old thingy-mabobber, folks. Well, that backfired. That backfired. Not ideal. So we do want to start drawing cards, actually, here, because we got to find something. They're probably going off to the races next turn, which is a little bit scary, but we do get 3 damage in here. No, we don't. Okay, so that's actually good. Any one of those that we can take out will matter a lot here. That can hit artifacts. Damn. Good for them. Huh. I'm just thinking here. We most likely we need to hit the synthesizer, right? That's just absolutely what we need to do. We will do this. Now, I wish this had haste. I feel like it actually should. So we can't actually copy anything, which is friggin' lame. And no, we don't swing. So, sorry, I was just thinking about possible outs here. So, let's see how this ends up going. Now, this is a good card. What do you know? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it becomes a copy of a creature. That's cool. This is a really cool card. I like these kind of designs. And this art is sick, dude, with the snake. This is dope. Really, it really is. So I think no block. We have a little bit of life to work with. And there's United Battlefront. So I was gonna do these, copy this so we can start drawing cards, but I think you slap this down 100%. Wow. So you got the Warleaders and the Windcrag, which is great. There's 2 Elspeths here, but they'll well, they won't get shuffled in. They'll go to the bottom, apparently. So we need to create the tokens. Even though there is an attack trigger thing that kind of matters here. But we do ping them with Warleaders and draw a card. So, feeling good. Can we turn the corner? The world may never know. I suppose we lay this. They're not playing discard. I don't think it will matter. It shouldn't. So do they kill our guy? They do. That makes a lot of sense. Elspeth would be pretty nice right about now. Okay, so yeah, we could give it flying, which would be sick with the Elspeth. Oi. Oi, oi. So we do this, right? 100%. Okay. I don't think you swing. I think you just lay this. I guess I should have waited, as we were gonna make the copy, so we should have waited there. But and actually, like, because do we swing with this? No. I don't. I might be missing something. But nesting bot when it dies will be the last bit of damage potentially here. And we actually have the dub. Unless they can clear these guys. Right? Unless they can clear all of them. Yeah. Oh, we do. Oh. United Battlefront? Yes. Ooh, the Smithers. All right. So we got to hit Warleader's call. Oh. So we can do both. We do both. I don't think we had it. I don't think we had it, Mr. Guy. All right, so let's get another game. Thanks for checking this out so far. Pretty good hand, honestly. You know, tap land into this is pretty all right. We have the 2 colors. Yeah, we don't need to hold this up. We will use that to sacrifice one of our Caretakers. Kake sounds so dirty. Yeah. Classic. No, because we don't have the 4th mana. And I do want to show off maybe Elspeth, too. If we can find that, that'd be pretty good. And pitching that, you know, we do have lower to ground cards that are really good. So we can keep finding those. Warleaders is good. Nothing's in the bin yet, but this is scary. Especially when they just discard their Valgavoth next turn. Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen because that's actually a big problem. They also do have the Broodheart, but that actually costs mana. That's good. We actually want that, right? Nah. Maybe not. Do we need the bargain? We don't need to. But it is mana efficient. Wow. Yeah, we'll take that so we can United. Yeah, pretty good about that. Alright. A little bit of damage. I mean, like, if they get a Valgavoth, it's a problem. It's a problem. We could Shelter by Ghosted, but I just think we don't let it happen. Not only that, it does Exile, which is pretty cool. Ooh, Souls of the Lastaruni. So, yeah, you do this. You do this. Not the worst thing. How much... Ooh, maybe I should have waited. Well, we couldn't have really known, right? At least we can technically swim with everybody here. This isn't that bad. That's a good... No, we keep pitching that. It's another good card, but don't need it at the moment. Yeah, Valgavoth is in the bin. Maybe I should have took that other Shelter by Ghostaruni. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? So they don't have the mana, notably. Or they surely would have Broodheart Engines, right? How many big scary guys are in here? Kogla and Yadaro. And they have the, like, alt art for these. Okay, Mr. Guy. I respect it. It's a gamer right there, dude. Sure. Okay. The other question is, like, do we just Sheltered by Ghost the Broodhearts? I don't know. I really don't know. I also think we need to get our Forge going. I think we just save it, because then they have to invest their mana and time into that play. We are just going to eat a big damage. We're going to use our life as a resource. But it is just going to get bigger and bigger, so I think this is now when we take it. Could bite me in the ass, though, so we'll see how that ends up going. Mana and Zombify. Mana and Broodheart. What is it? No mana still? Dude, we are dodging bullets. Oh my god, we're dodging bullets over here. Holy guacamole. I'm sorry. Where's my coffee at, dude? Sheesh. Yeah, that'll do it. So maybe I should have kept that one blocker. Probably makes sense. I guess I should have saw Scorpion Emergence coming too. I don't know why I assumed it had to be 4. I didn't even swing with that. Interesting. We do both these. Part of me thinks that could have been a mistake. I think you gotta be safe there, right? Because they just completely. They probably block one of the bunnies, but they do go pretty low. Okay, I think we do that. If they swing with both, that's the thing too. If they swing with both here, we will throw this in front. But surely they can't. Well, they could. That was a total mistake. Because yeah, they swing here now, they get their 4th mana, and then they just activate it. I don't know what I was thinking there. It has to be sorcery, but they can do that 2nd main phase. So I don't know what my brain did there. Gambling notion. Maybe I should go to Vegas. It was interesting they blocked the Forge token too, right? I mean, 1 extra life, but 1 less permanent. Wow. So we are just getting completely lucky. I think. Okay. Good. Damn. No reason to swing. But I think we do this. I think if there's a turn to do this, we do this now. We also have this, which should be able to draw us a card. Not good enough. Elspeth next turn, win the game. Maybe the chainsaw will be the deciding factor. But if they have another Swarm of Emergence, or they finally have their 4th mana, I'm sure they reanimate Valgavoth. I'm almost positive. They just never got it, dude. I don't know. That's a little bit of an interesting game for me because they didn't get to like do the thing that their whole deck is trying to do. I mean, they got 1 Cocoa, but this is a turtle, by the way. Check out my turtle deck. It's very, very good. One of my favorite deck techs recently. So got a little bit lucky. Let's play one more, because yeah. All right, so let's get another one here, and we take it. Ossification's cool. Typically, Shelter by Ghost is a little bit better, being that can hit anything. But this also does hit Planeswalkers. So that's pretty cool. I think you lead with this, and then we'll probably Surveil next turn. I like to Surveil later, usually. If I have a, something I can lay. Turn 2. Yeah, you don't necessarily want another one of those. Let's just keep looking for our 3-drops. Caker Plume is... It's always, like, surprising. Like, it's a good friggin' creature, to be honest. Nice little 3-2. Hits artifacts and enchantments. Like, pretty dope, right? I think I blocked this, to be honest. We could have waited for the Caretaker draw card thing, but I think we're going to lay Forge first. Anyway, so it starts getting bigger, right? But they could just sacrifice their Canker to kill the Forge, which is a real thing that will occur most likely here. We could also Ossification the guy. Let's just bait them into that and save our Ossification, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe I should have kept that blocker up, too. Whatever. Okay. These are cool card sleeves. Wow. I like this aesthetic. It's very just like Interesting. And it actually has animation, right? Like it's moving a little bit. I guess most of them do now, but okay. Cool. We get to draw a card though. Very good actually for us. Okay. I like this. I like this. We're in business. We're in business. So what we do here, we're not gonna swing. Just gonna have blockers. But then they sacrifice Caretaker, because we want to keep our Caretakers, right? Yeah, we do. So, okay, I changed my mind. We do have a basic land now, by the way, which I think I misspoke earlier because we didn't have one. So that's a problem, ain't it? So this is also like a problem, but we need to clear the way here. Now, I think we swing because if they block, okay, they walk right into that, I guess. Bargain. Yeah, that's fine. And that's a good scry. So, happy with that. Yeah. Should be good. They surely in these colors though they're playing something that can probably hit Elspeth, but what we could do here is get our caretakers down, copy the no. Just Elspeth. Yup. Get our board going on here. Get that plus going. This can remove smaller dudes, which is pretty good. And eventually the zero's a win con, right? This is, again, the craziest Planeswalker ever. Really is. They do hit the Ossification. Okay. But they do get us a card out of it. It's fine. I suppose they are drawing a tremendous amount of cards with the world. Wow. Is this actually a good card? I suppose it is, yeah. Of course it is. Really good card. Getting a lot of mana here. Not my favorite thing in the world. Is it power 3 or mana? Yeah, mana 3. Or greater. That's right. I thought it was less, actually. Wow, that's even better. Like, I've actually hardly ever used that mode, even though it's like really good. It's actually kind of insane. So we get this down. I think we just draw a card with our caretakers. Okay. Dude, I am not loving that. Okay, so we just block and sack a token. That's why I laid Fountainport over the Surveils. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Honestly, pretty decent position. Wow, that tells me they don't have removal for it. Take one of those out. Throw that there. I guess this, because they could have that thing that exiles dudes with the same same thing. We could double block though, as well. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just get rid of all this stuff. Am I right? If they use her removal spell, that's fine. That's fine. Surely we take out one of these canker blooms, right? And we do draw a nice little card out of that. So that is always lovely. Always lovely indeed. Oh my goodness, a 3 blind mice. Actually pretty decent. Being that we have Carrot Cake now. Actually pretty decent. But we also have Elspeth, so a little redundant, but that's what this deck's trying to do. Just go wide. Just draw them cards. Scrawling Crawler. I did not expect that, but it actually works pretty nicely here, I would say. They have a full grip. Double Scrawling Crawler. Actually kind of scary, especially given the caretakers. But we will find our answers, surely. More my name. Yes, quite. You love to see it. We need to take this out, right? We're going to do that. Okay. 3 blind mice. We could No, let's not even surveil, because surely we have to draw something that's not land, right? And we will keep up our Fountainport block thing. Yeah. Did I miss? No, yeah, we did that. That's right. Okay. All right, we got all the mana in our deck. So surely, now's the time. Surely. German to see. The boy do be to see. Can we get our United Battlefronts, please? We drew all of our mana anyway, so we'll surely hit 2 good things. That'd be cool. That'd be dope. I would not be opposed of such things, yes. Alright, a children, yes. You love to see children all the time, yes. That's what we love to see. Pretty good deck. This is a cool deck. This is just not very typical, but very good. That's good too, right? Wowzers, Bowsers. I was gonna say, if that triggered this somehow... No, it's not even the creature, though. I was gonna lose my mind a little bit. Okay. Whoa, I thought I just clicked no blockers and had a hot attack, indeed. Yeah. I mean, we're about to take major damage from the Shoulder and the Crowley Scourge. There's our United Battlefront. Thank the Lord. Kind of an interesting matchup. I kind of like it. I do. Okay, chainsaw. All right. So we can't even avoid that. That's so annoying. Holy cow. Okay. Goodbye. Surely they just play another one though, right? Okay, so we hit this. Please, Shelter by Ghost. Caretaker. Attach it to the, we kind of want to hit the World Tree, but also we're low, man. That's kind of interesting. What? Yeah, just do this. I don't, and why I was thinking about that so much. Really doesn't matter. We will, dude. I don't know. Yeah, because we're gonna chainsaw. That's what I was thinking. They do have some. No. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I took way too long there. Let's do this. Okay. Excellent. Untapped mana. Sure. Another permanent. Excellent. Scry. Oh my gosh. Quite a lot of lands. Swingle Pringle. That life is going to be critical here, probably. We have 4 max speed Roonies. Or, I guess, max speed. 1 single max speed. 4 triggers. Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. The Windcrag Sea would be good because that guy will have life link as well. We could probably put Chainsaw on there, maybe the fly-in triggers with the Elspeth. We do have a lot of tokens right now. So actually, wait, 3 Blind Mice is about to trigger, right? So we have 6, 7. They're all going to become 2/2, so that's 14. And then they're going to become 21s. 21 damage in the air with Elspeth. However, that is not enough. But actually, wait, we might have it. We might have it. We might have it. Yeah, we do have it. We do have it. We do! Sorry. No, wait! I thought it was going to do the buff this turn. Did I look at that wrong? Oh, I did. It's because, yeah, I looked at that wrong. How sad. How sad indeed. No. We have the Caretakers. But can we do this? So we have 4. So 3. Oh my god, are we 1 mana short? We're 1 untapped mana short. of greatness, because then we could swing with the Restless Bivouac. No, wait, we have it. Because +2/+2 +1. Yeah. So, we have it. Because you can't Biovac and do the thing. Because, yeah, 1 mana short. Yep, we have it. We have it. Beautiful! You love to see it, mate! Oh, this has reach! Who cares? I suppose I should have laid that just in case as well, but who cares? Oh no, we can kill... No, we can't. Oh, I meant to equip Chainsaw. It doesn't matter though, right? We just have the damage. No. We're short. Were we short? Oh my god, I was... so many emotions. I think we were short though, right? Because, God, I meant to equip that, but that's only 1 extra damage. I think we were... I mean, this is 16. This is 24. But they block this. So surely they survive. I don't think they realized that these couldn't swing, maybe? Okay. We got so lucky these games today. I mean, I think we showed the deck off pretty well. Oh my god, the amount of mana. Like, if we could have swung with this, right? That's what I was thinking. That would have been that extra amount of damage that would have been for sure enough. So, you know, again, I think it was a good showcase. We did get lucky these games, but, you know, we also did get unlucky with our 100 mana, which we shouldn't be getting those. Fountainport's good. You can draw cards. Yeah, a lot of the cards are very fun to play with too. United Battlefront's good. Really, really is. Especially in like the Simulacrum synthesizer deck. Holy. One thing I did overlook in the preview season was specifically there. But I think it's really good in Boros too. So hope you enjoyed the games. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for all the support. Love you guys.